Hello, Grammy, Antonia. Well, this is Monday morning and the start of the DNC is today, and it's going to be a good few days. Things I want to talk about this morning. First of all, I've heard where Donald Trump made the statement that, the only thing Kamala Harris had going for her is that she was a beautiful woman. And he thinks he's better looking than her. That's what he said. Oh, he's threatened by her good looks. Oh, gosh. Then I want to mention freedom of the press. It's in our Bill of Rights. And, we've all watched Donald Trump go on about fake news. And us Democrats get aggravated too sometimes at the news media and what they say. But in this country, we have the right to have freedom of the press. And nowadays, it's not as simple as it used to be when there was just a few people around, compared to what it is today. So we have a lot of press and a lot of talking heads out there giving us the news. Well, that's just what we have to deal with. And we have to be intelligent enough to cipher through everything and fact check and make sure what's real and what isn't real. And we also have this AI now to deal with. And we have to cipher through that and decide what's real and what's not real. But I, for one, anything Donald Trump says and does is not for real. It may be for real for who he is, which is someone I would never vote for. But he uses the press. He uses people. He uses AI to sow fear and hate and division. He's continuously doing it. And I hate waking up in the morning and still having to deal with Donald Trump. I just want him away. Go. Why doesn't he just move to some other country since he hates it so bad here in the United States? I don't get that. Just go. Maybe when he loses this election, he'll pack up and move somewhere. And we'll all be rid of this endless rhetoric that he spews out all the time. That you have to wake up in the morning and know that it's still out there, going on and on and on. So I believe in freedom of the press because I believe that we're intelligent enough to find the facts and cipher it all out. The biggest part of us, the biggest part of the United States is. And the other ones should come along and do the same thing instead of just believing whatever's told to them. I want them to grow up. And another thing that comes to my mind this morning is there's not, talking about freedom of the press. Like I say, sometimes Democrats, we get aggravated at the press too. And one thing I've been aggravated about is that they've not talked enough about the shooter that shot at Donald Trump in Pennsylvania. The shooter was a young man from a family who supported Donald Trump. They had Trump signs all in their yard. They had a house full of guns. And they supported Donald Trump. And this is the young man that climbed up on the rooftop and took a shot at Donald Trump and ended up killing the family man behind Donald Trump. He's dead. He's gone. But he didn't come from a Democrat home. But the MAGAs, they like to get up there and say they took a shot at Donald Trump. They tried to assassinate Donald Trump. They, talking about us. That's not the facts. The facts is the young man came from a Trump family with Trump signs in their yard, with a house full of guns, like I said. He was able to pick up a gun and go to the firing range anytime he wanted to, and everybody thought that was fine. Something got his head all twisted around. Well, it wasn't us. And on a little bit of a kind of lighter note, here where I live in this county, when I was, somewhat younger, before I turned 65, let's say, and I'd be out and about going to work or going into stores or whatever, doing more things here in this county than I do nowadays. There was several times I'd walk into a place and somebody would say to me, "Oh, here comes trouble." And I used to laugh and I'd look at them and I'd say, "You're right, and don't forget it either." I mean, evidently, some people thought I was just trouble. And that's because I did speak out about things and I did express my feelings and views about things sometimes. Not all the time. I was just trying to live the best life I could live. But, when you get pressed about things, hey, I speak my mind too, because this is America, and I had a right to do that. So, I just wanted you to know that I did hear that, when I'd walk in somewhere. Uh-oh, here comes trouble. And what I used to say to them, yeah, and don't forget it. Well, been thinking about that. And I love it when Tim Walz says, "Mind your own damn business." Well, if that ever happens to me again, which I don't know that it will, but if it does, and somebody says, "Uh-oh, here comes trouble," I may just look at them now and say, "Mind your own damn business," and walk away. I'm tired of all this. Oh, so tired of it. And I know there's plenty of you just like me that are just sick of it. We want decency and honesty, and we want our rights and freedoms protected. We want to live in a democracy, and we want this country to move forward, not go backwards. And I definitely don't want a madman, someone that has some serious problems, back in the White House. I definitely don't want that. And the way he's treated women. Talking about Kamala Harris, people saying that she's beautiful. And that bothers him. And he has to come out at a rally and say, oh, he thinks he's better looking than she is. What a petty, childish thing. He acts like the bully in the 7th and 8th grade back in school. We don't need a bully in the White House. We need somebody with good sense that can get in there and get the job done. Let's get him out of our heads. I want him out of our heads. Help me, please. I know there's a lot of you that feel the same way. We just want to be done with all this MAGA Trump stuff. We want it over with. We're tired of thinking about it. I don't like thinking, it's been a couple of days that I put a video out. I don't like thinking about all this stuff and wanting to have to talk about all this bad stuff. I want to get past it. I've been trying to get past a lot of this all my life. Just want to have a good life, enjoying my freedoms and our democracy and this beautiful country and the beautiful people we have in it, all the different cultures and people from everywhere, and It's a wonderful country. It's the most wonderful country on this planet. Let's love our country. Let's love each other. Let's let's behave like we should. Let's get out of middle school and get past high school and grow up. Let's just do that. Anyway, I'm looking so forward to the Democratic National Convention and watching a lot of it. Some of it I won't be watching. My husband sold his old truck. So we've got a little bit of extra money. There might be some things we might want to get out and do the next couple of days. And little Twiggy, our little new kitten, we're taking her today to uh, so she can be fixed. And what they do, we take her to Murphy, and then they have to take her to Asheville. So, and then bring her back to Murphy. So she'll go today, and they'll take her to Asheville tomorrow and bring her back, and then we can pick her up Wednesday. So she's going to be gone a couple of days, which is going to maybe stunt the growth that we've done here with Sophie and Frank, because it has got somewhat better, but Sophie and Frank still, I mean, they still want to growl and hiss at her all the time. Poor little kitten, she just wants to play. She just wants to be close to them. She likes them, you can tell. She wants to be around them. She wants to watch them and do the things they do, and they just growl and hiss at her, run from her. But it is some better. I mean, they're all, at times, they can all sit in the same room, and observe each other. Or, even last night, uh, they were all in my bedroom. Sophie and Twiggy were laying on my bed. Of course, she was way down at the bottom by my feet. Sophie was up next to my shoulder, and Frank was over at the window on the ironing board. So, that's a plus. But we're going to lose a little time because she's going to be gone for about 2 days. And then we have to kind of start over a little bit. Oh, but I love you all. And sorry I hadn't touched base for the last couple of days. But I don't, I get tired of this. I want it to be done. But I'm hoping that the political stuff with the Trumpers and the MAGAs and all this ugly, ugly stuff of 2025, and it's just disgusting, all of it, and we're just sick of it. We want to have our good lives back. Um, so anyway, the DNC, Democratic National Convention, is going to be on for a few days, and it's going to be great. So that'll give me a boost. And like I say, husband sold the old truck. We've got a little extra money, so that's nice. Anyway, everybody have a good day out there, and watch some of it if you can. And that's about all I want to say. And love to you all. Bye.